Well, good evening and welcome back. Delmarva recovery homes are a form of treatment to help people get on the road to recovery. But Delaware does not require these homes to be certified, and this can actually lead to what is known as a flop house. State Representative Carrie Evelyn Harris is fighting to change all of this with House Bill 114. 47 ABC's Jack Fitchner has the story.
Matthew Klaskowski, who this bill is named after, had a bad experience with a recovery house that resulted in his death.
Klaskowski is one of many across the state of Delaware who died from an accidental overdose at a recovery home. House Bill 114 would set the standard for recovery houses statewide by requiring them to be certified by the state. There are two levels of certification, Level 1 and Level 2. The high level allows for
people in early recovery that are in need of support within their living environment.
You can find similar certification processes across state lines in Maryland. Tish Odie is the owner of Homes for Hope LLC operating out of Berlin. Her and her husband provide a recovery home for men struggling with substance abuse disorder in order to give them a solid foundation in recovery for an opportunity to build their lives back up, back from rock bottom.
Many of the men that come in have kind of, for lack of a better term, burned all their bridges. So they don't come in with a birth certificate. They don't come in with a Social Security card. Sometimes they don't come in with food stamps. You look at it as if you were starting your life over, and sometimes that happens several times.
Representative Harris says she has seen the struggle of substance abuse disorder firsthand with a cousin who suffered from the disease. The number 114 was actually chosen because of her birthday, November 4th, and her positive experience in a certified recovery home heavily influenced the legislation.
My cousin had the exact opposite. While she had bad experiences, she had a really great experience as well with amazing counselors who let her see who she was again. Started her on the road back to recovery. With proper treatment, you're more likely to recover. And with more social safety nets, with your family understanding that there's an issue, with your family being able to help, that will make that much of a increase in your recovery rates.
I'm Jack Fitchner, 47 ABC, WMDT.
Yeah, and with this certification process, they hope it can actually cut back on the number of places that would be considered flop houses, raising the standards of recovery homes to help save lives in the first state. And at this time, we're going to throw things over to our own chief meteorologist, Rich Werdzik, for a look at that weekend forecast. Rich?
Well, I'll start off with maybe the negative of this is we're not going to get rid of the chance for rain this weekend. And yeah, if you've been outside the past couple of hours especially, it is nasty out there. Even with some of the light rain that's been falling across the area, it is just not comfortable. And the humidity will be the factor here this weekend to make it tough to be outside, but outside of the chance for a shower or thunderstorm. Tomorrow's chance for rain is going to be a little lower than today's. Sunday's even lower. In fact, on Sunday, I expect most of us to stay dry. More sun to work with. Isolated, that'll be the key word there on anything that pops up in the afternoon. We're going to be close to 90. I think Monday, most places will be right around the 90-degree mark. So summer starting a few days ago, and it didn't feel like it then, and we're making up for it now. Morse Roofing and Siding Skycam, that's live in Rehoboth Beach. It was a very popular evening out here as Rehoboth Beach managed to miss out on a lot of the rain until locally here in the past few hours. There have been a few showers coming through. We'll get to the radar in a moment. Josh and Marion Station calling in at 71, the same for Jolene in Fenwick Island. The Futurecast dew points how much water's in the air, the humidity. This is the perfect measure of what it is. And right around 70, that's kind of borderline tropical feel. And you can see here through tomorrow morning into the afternoon, they will be in the low 70s. Actual air temperatures hit 84 today for a high that was right on average, or at least close to it. Started the morning right on average, too. We just haven't had these really humid days in a while after being treated to some very dry days to round out the month or the season of spring before we went into summer. So this is kind of a shock to the system. But for the beach, at least it'll make it a little more it gets easier to be outside and maybe wanting to hit that cool water there for tomorrow and for Sunday. High humidity, chances for rain. Again, the lightning threat tomorrow afternoon will be very widely scattered, and then Sunday, less of a chance for a shower thunderstorm. We'll get to that 7-day forecast of the beaches coming up. Speaking of the beaches, there you go. Some light showers into northern Worcester outside of Ocean City, and Dewey, and a couple more showers back inland Delmarva, but not a lot of action right now as most of it is offshore. We're going to miss that slug of moisture. I'm sure most people are happy about that. Showers and storms off to the west, still influenced by an area of low pressure that's sitting in Ohio here. It's allowing that conveyor belt of moisture to stream in from the south. So through tonight, we're going to see an end to the showers, and then we'll have dry weather to start things off tomorrow. A little more sun to work with tomorrow, but then with that, some showers and storms popping up in the afternoon with all that instability of the humidity. For tonight, the chance of a shower, and had a thunderstorm chance in there. It's really more of a shower chance at this point. Salisbury Pride tomorrow looking okay. Just know it might be a little humid out there and that lightning threat for the afternoon, but this is a rain or shine event, and there are a lot of cool places in downtown Salisbury that you can go inside if the rain does come for a little bit. So it should be an enjoyable day tomorrow for the festivities. Sunday, that isolated shower or thunderstorm. We go into Monday, a couple more storms in the heating of the day. That is going to be a hot and humid one with a high of 90. It'll probably feel like the mid-90s with the humidity. Some better news with the humidity, by the way. A cold front comes in Thursday or Tuesday with showers and storms, and then Wednesday through Friday, we'll see a drop in the humidity and a slight drop in temperatures. We are not done, you know this. Brandon and Devin are just outside the doors of the studio, ready to come back in with more DSI. Stay with us.